All right, I hope everyone is doing well. Today we are going to be drawing something called a cornucopia. A cornucopia is also called the Horn of Plenty, and it represents Thanksgiving and is usually seen as a horn-shaped basket that's filled with fruits and vegetables and nuts and sometimes even flowers. It's a symbol of having an abundant harvest for which the pilgrims were giving thanks during the first Thanksgiving. So it just represents having plenty and, being able to have everything that we need and giving thanks for that. So we are going to draw a cornucopia. This is a little bit tricky just because there's a lot of overlapping with this one. So feel free to stop at any time and then get caught up because I might be drawing a little faster than you can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be drawing with a Sharpie, but you're going to want to use a pencil because we're going to have to do some erasing and a few little tricky things. So I'll draw with this so you can see it, but you're going to want to use a pencil. Now you might notice I have my paper horizontally because I'm going to make this picture a wide picture. Sometimes we draw it vertically where the paper is straight up and down, but this one's horizontal. I am filming vertically though, the tall way, because my phone just needed to be that way so I didn't have to draw upside down. So anyway, so I'm going to start with a circle down here in the lower right part of my paper. I'm going to start with the circle and then have a zigzag shape at the top maybe where the stem would go. And then behind that, I'm going to do a C shape. See how it looks kind of like the letter C? So it looks like it's overlapping. And then again, I'm going to do maybe another zigzag in there. Then I'm going to draw an oval behind the first circle, again to show overlapping. And this is going to be like a husk of corn. After I have my oval here, what I can do is do curved lines at the top and at the bottom to show the husks of the corn. That's the green part that covers the corn kernels. To draw the corn kernels, I can draw horizontal lines going across and then vertical lines going straight up and down. That's kind of a simple way to draw kernels. I know they look a little bit like little squares, but that's okay. All right, then what I can do is maybe draw another oval using overlapping, just a little bit behind that one. And I'll do the same thing. I'll draw a curved line at the top. It doesn't look like I can see the curved line for the husk at the bottom, so I won't draw that. You might have to decide if you can see yours or not. I'm going to draw vertical lines going across and then some more, horizontal lines going across and then some more vertical lines going up and down to show these corn husks, or the corn cobs. So this might be a nice time to stop if you need to and get caught up. I'm going to keep going once you're ready. So the next thing I'm going to draw is a big pumpkin in the background. So the pumpkin is going to be back here. And I'm going to draw a big circle with overlapping back there. Then what I'm going to do is do a stem with two curved lines at the top and then a straight line going across. If you want to make it look 3D, you can make a little ellipse up here, which is kind of like a really flat circle. And that helps to make the stem look more three-dimensional. Then what you're going to do is draw the curved contour lines that make it look like a pumpkin. So starting from the top and then going down to the bottom. I might not see these lines go all the way down because of the overlapping in front, but that's okay. Going to draw my curved contour lines. one more there. Okay, and then I think I'm going to fill my cornucopia with some leaves, actually, with some fall leaves. So a good way, there's a couple ways you can draw a leaf. You could do a curve line, kind of like a rainbow curve, and then another one underneath it to match it. And then you could draw the vein going up the center and draw the smaller veins coming out from the middle, from the center vein. Another way to draw it is to draw a vein first, draw that center line, and then you can draw the curved line around that. So you can kind of decide which way you like to draw leaves. And I'm going to put a couple leaves in my harvest basket, so you can decide where you want those to go. Don't forget about overlapping. So this leaf looks like it's behind the pumpkin because of overlapping. All right, now we're going to do the cornucopia, and this part is a little bit tricky. So I'm actually going to do this one in pencil so that I make sure I get it right before I outline it with my Sharpie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a big C shape behind the pumpkin for overlapping. And actually it's going to go right through that leaf. Big C shape. All right, and then I'm going to do another C shape inside of that matches. So that will be the inside edge of my cornucopia basket. Then what I'm going to do is draw short lines to show the woven edge of the basket. So I'm going to make these look a little curvy. You can too if you want, or you can just make them straight. And again, pause anytime if you need to catch up. I know that I'm going a little bit fast, but it's because I've practiced drawing this already. Now here's the fun and kind of tricky part. You are going to draw a curved curl from the top. So what I'm going to do is draw a curved, curly line. And I have just enough room here. I don't want it to quite go to the edge of the paper. I'm going to leave some room so that I can fit the other curve, and I'll show you what that looks like. So now I'm going to draw a line from this part of the cornucopia, and I'm going to get it smaller and smaller and smaller as I go up until it meets the other curve. Then what I'm going to do is, you can see how the curve gets smaller and smaller to show perspective. I'm going to outline that now, and so you can see maybe a little better what my curve looks like. And that's why I wanted to do it in pencil first, because I'm going to change it just a little to make it just right. I can even go in now and erase my pencil lines. I drew them a little dark. So hopefully they erase okay. Okay, so now what we can do is you can add some more vegetables to the inside of the basket. Maybe you can draw some more C shapes in the back here and do some overlapping lines. Maybe these are like little, I don't know, little potatoes back here. Use your imagination to draw other fruits and vegetables, maybe grapes. With grapes, you could do a bunch of smaller circles, some overlapping C shapes. And you can add anything else that you love. Add some fruits and vegetables in here that you really like, that you're thankful for. And the last step is to just do the texture on the cornucopia. So what that looks like is we are going to mirror this C shape and continue to draw lines and those might get a little bit smaller and closer together, but I'm just kind of mirroring this C shape and drawing the same curved lines. And again, they'll get a little smaller as they go back and wrap around the cornucopia. Now you can color this, and I'd love to see what you did. I hope you had fun. I hope you have an amazing Thanksgiving and enjoy some very well-deserved days off. We've had a really fun and interesting semester, and I'm glad that we have a little break now, so I hope you make the best of it and have an opportunity to spend time with the people that you care about and have some time to think about all the things you're thankful for. See you later.